1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to another episode of iHowlers Corner. It's a virtual corner la sihlala khona nabangani bethu sivulana umqondo sikhuluma ngama-topic interesting ezinaninazi sihlale siphethe ama-topic ashisayo so kule viki akukho kushintshile and namhlanje sise-Chillers ngiyabona emva kwethu khona ne-fresh bathu so more and more brands are recognizing the platform, more and more brands are jumping on, so nawe ungazishiyekisi, comment, like, subscribe, ungazitholi usele emuva. Before ngikhuluma kakhulu ngicela labo sisabahle engihleli nabo ukuthi bazi-introduce. Ngiyamazi oyi-one akathanda ukuzi-introduce mara ngihlale ngimtshela ukuthi i-Coke i-advertiser everything abayazi.
Okay, mina ngubasetsana Mphathi, ngikhe ngibasi.
Udume ngani?
Udume ngokujiva. Yeah, udume ngokudansa.
Alright, siyabonga.
Alright guys, hi, Kukubula Zumiyama. I am that I am.
Uyazi akazwani ne-intro nangomuntu bangazi ukuthi bamenzani yazi.
No man, it's just awkward having to introduce yourself.
But it's us.
Yeah,
The
but
Howlers.
yes guys, Kukubula Zumiyama, I'm the howler.
Delela
That
la.
makes sense.
Udume ngani?
Udume ngani?
Anything guys, you know.
Name one. Guys,
I'm just a howler guys, I'm named one, I'm a howler, that's it. Okunye, you know my professions and what I want later.
So ngicela nimxolele ngiyabhula
Yes, yes.
ngazwa useJapan or flight
No, I
ebuyayo
am. No, guys. I'm in Japan, Ghana, Sabuya.
Oh.
I get food, guys.
Cuddles.
Yeah, I need cuddles. I need
bakufuna
cuddles.
kanje uyazi ukuthi ufune kanje ngomsebenzi
Give me some food.
It's like,
It's one thing. Ufuna umuntu okufunayo nokufuna umuntu ongamfuni. Bangangifuna but only if I'm
with that said guys indaba yokufuna namhlanje sikhuluma nge-abortion and then niyazi nani ukuthi i-abortion futhi lo muntu oyisuggestile guys bengicela azi-introduce kucala bese asitshele ukuthi why did he suggest ukuthi sikhulume ngale topic, why is it important to him ukuthi sikhulume ngale topic.
You know what it is, it's your boy.
Chaba manje.
That's how you play with.
Awuyabachaba manje.
Abortion is actually a hard topic.
Pelile.
Always.
Oh, manje la super.
That's fine, ntwana okukhona kusasiza. Akunapiya?
44, you put on again.
Yeah.
44 people.
44 guys, please deliver.
Okay,
We can't
44
be
guys
running like this.
esitiphuza
We
yona
can't be running out of here.
stock like us, no. Brewery like us. Siyamcela bafethu. So uthi why usikhuluma nge-abortion?
Yeah, abortion is always a hot topic because it's one of those topics
Why is it important to you? Ngoba wena ubreaking.
I wanted to bring it up because it's always a debate. So it's always a debate. So there's always going to be different opinions about it, whether it's pro-life or pro-choice. And to those pro-life, pro-choice, pretty self-explanatory. There are those who say, nope, like life is life. You can't take it.
Bro, if you're gonna have sex, you
And then
must
there's
know that there's a
pro-choice,
child coming.
right? People say,
Period.
okay,
Be
it's the
responsible.
person's choice. Like some people are brave, some people are molested by, close family and stuff. So it's a choice that they have to make. Basically, okay, I must get an abortion because there's no situation.
Why have sex then without a
like a girl
condom?
that was good.
If
A
know
girl
that
was
we
gonna
have
get- a girl that was gang raped
and
by
then
7 people and is now pregnant.
that's understandable. But
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's always two sides to it, so it's an open debate.
but the majority side is those that are standing raw, so they can't stand for the ramifications.
And we have contraceptives for like by
Oh,
time
guys,
and then we don't pay for contraceptives.
they are for free.
Okay guys.
Mahal.
ngokunizwa nisho lo kahle kahle nina nithi, are you guys for abortion or against abortion?
Against abortion.
Me, I'm not gonna judge people, but if you're gonna have sex without a condom, you must know that there's consequences. You're gonna get pregnant, and as a woman, guys, you know your ovulation chart, right? Just know when and when not to have sex. Period.
Phela njalo.
And if you awufuni when and when you have sex, we have contraceptives. And in my clinic, you don't pay for the contraceptive.
Okay, Bastana, it's when are you for or against?
I'm against abortion.
So what would happen if you get pregnant right now? Keeping it.
If I'm
Regardless
having
of the
sex, I know
circumstances or
it's my having sex, kuzoba nomntwana, then I have to be responsible for that.
so you're gonna keep the baby.
I'll check the baby.
Are you gonna judge someone who's gonna kill the baby?
No, I don't
It's a
judge
matter of
people.
Okay,
judge.
but
I'm
it's
not
a
judge.
baby.
But it's a
But
soul.
still.
Spiritually, it's a soul.
It's a
You
soul.
can't just denote that fact that there is a child there. And for the fact that you are breathing, that thing breathes. Because a fetus survives on breath. Moya uhamba ngani ngama-veins and blood vessels. So you can't say it's not yet a baby. It's a fetus. It's a baby. It's a child. Getting rid of a soul, you must account for that. That's it.
So, since we're not spiritual, what does that do for you? Let's say
What does
now,
what do?
now I decide within me abortion. How will that impact my life in terms of spiritual? Or what are the things I need to do?
There are a lot of negative impacts for a fact because number one, as I was saying, that it's a soul. It's alive.
So it's
had a
murder.
purpose. It's not it's a murder, but I saw just so you
Feel like it's a
in
soul.
a court. I wouldn't say murder, guys. Like it's people's choices. We have choices, right? If my choice is to say I'm not having this child, I must be accountable also for making sure that that child is ascending properly. How do you do that? You cleanse, cleansing ceremonies, you cleanse, you give it the soul a name, and then you help the soul go to another realm.
So do I have to tell somebody my family?
You don't have to tell your family, just you and your partner make that conscious decision, at least in your irresponsibleness. Make sure that another child has a life, an afterlife, because if you don't, you're walking around, well, we're seeing to see who's tunes and who is not ascended proper. So that they can even cause you a bad as a person. Told nothing goes right in Budunya, or others told they are not even conceiving anymore. Because it depends on what kind of a soul you're bringing into this life.
it's
So you
very
find
dangerous.
that it's dangerous. Wabanye is fine, they are moving on. My relationships are not working. I've been trying to get in relationships, but I get and they just sleep with me and go because someone is near me.
So, lento leyo upika.
Yeah, there's a
What
cleansing
is it?
ceremony that is conducted. You give a child a name. You communicate to the or your spirit guides to accept the soul of that human, and then with that cleansing, you to your ancestors, and then the soul transcends.
So when are you for or against abortion?
It says you put them in a very complicated. Okay, personally for me, I wouldn't attempt.
Abortion.
Yeah, but also I understand that there are choices that leads people to do those abortions. For instance, say I have a partner, you and I were together, we get pregnant, you decide that you don't want nothing to do with the child. You understand? And mine is bigger, you find a problem, I'm a student, or I don't have that support that can guarantee me to bring a child into this world, you know? So people do abortions on those grounds. So I wouldn't say it's totally wrong, but I wouldn't prefer a person to do it, knowing the spiritual impact it has.
So noma ngabe urejiwe according to you.
No,
Noma
not
afisa ukuthi
it's
akamgcina
that's
lomntwana.
totally different. That came against your will. So I wouldn't judge a person like that. That's against your will. You have, sometimes you get raped, you get pregnant, you are not forced to, because bringing that child into this life, you're going to neglect the baby, because first of all, how they came. It was not your will. But those that have a heart to give, I would keep the child. But being raped, I would never. I would beat that child up every fucking day of my life.
Ah,
It's anger. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Listen to me. Listen to me. I was raped. Child coming into my life was not my will or something. No, me, I'm cool, guys. I don't drink any of those things. So,
what's that?
no, I'm cool. Don't worry about me. So, it's what I'm saying is, no, I'm fine. It's okay, guys. It's short.
Okay, yeah, Kubeka.
What was I saying? So, being raped, you can imagine you're raped, you have anger, you are suffering depression of that because it comes with a lot of trouble. You understand? I would never keep a child of a rapist. I would never love that child. That's like the general thing. I don't have that heart.
Okay, athi sibeke kwamanye ama-dynamics futhi lapho. Siyajola mina.
Yeah.
Then we decide ukuthi, okay, you fall pregnant. Then when I'm keeping it, I'm saying ufuna abortion.
That means if I am saying I'm keeping the baby, that means I'll be able to take care of the baby. Because the other thing that girls do, that I don't agree with, is forcing a guy to have a child. You know, we say, yeah, just because when I'm not here, then it's fine. If I'm saying I will stand up for it, I'll keep the baby, then it's fine. Because most men are raising kids that they don't want. Also, at the same time, do not have sex if you're not going to stand for the results.
So
But
first
then
focus.
still, it's not
Yeah, you had sex without protection. What were you expecting?
Yeah, but I know
What?
the
No,
options.
my question is, you had sex without protection. What were you expecting? I'm a woman, I'm ovulating, I got ovaries, you got a sperm. What were you expecting? What do you think the results
But
are?
when I'm going to abort lo mntwana ngithi mina ngiyamfuna, still the dynamics change.
But I feel like at the end of the day, umzimba affectekayo, umzimba wentombazane.
Who's carrying the child?
Because I am carrying
So
the
kahle
child.
kahle thina ukuthi sithini ngendaba ye-abortion doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It
but
boils
you
down
can't-
to
but you
final
can't force
decision,
me to do abortion ngomzimba wami. You can't force me to do
I
abortion.
can't do
As
ngomzimba
much
wami
as-
because akusiyimo prep.
But awumfuni umntwana, but yimi ezosafara ama-consequences at the end of the day. Because I have to deal with the spiritual, emotional. And when I just say I don't want a baby, then we have to give me 1.5 or whatever month to go and do abortion. I have to deal with everything that comes after the abortion day. With you guys, it's just a thing of how much does
But again, Mercy, that's unfair because you find that a guy really wants a child and you don't want a child. You know, I guess that's where we have to come to the table and talk and have like a compromising situation
As a couple.
as a couple, yeah. But
Still, I feel
I'm
it's the
totally
final say is
against.
from females. My females, you want the final say.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I carry the child for 9 months. I'm gonna be getting morning sicknesses and shit. So if you say you want the child, you better be there 100%.
But if when
Not just wanting it.
when
Yeah. That's
I'm
what I'm saying. Is that's where we need to come to a compromising table to say who's compromising between you and I. Are you keeping the baby? I'm gonna be there for you, supporting you medically, physically, emotionally. I'm here. Or I don't want this child, so someone has to compromise between the two. That's what I'm saying. It's where conversation comes in, and it's where decision of choice. So mine has to come in.
Knowing you girls.
Mara kulamele
As
singathatha
far-
Masikhuluma manje ngoba siku-podcast,
As far-
yeah. But you
Mina, for
knowing you
one,
girls.
Mina, for one, for an example, I was married. The second child I didn't want. I totally didn't, but we had to have a conversation to say, okay,
So you wanted the child.
he wanted the child.
You didn't.
I didn't want the child. So it's where two people had to come in and have a conversation. It's okay. My reasons for not wanting a child are 1, 2, 3, 4. Your reasons for wanting a child are this and this and that. Okay, where does that put me as a person? As long as you say you're gonna be there 100%, exactly. It's like that's what I'm saying. Conversations. Someone has to be in a compromising state. It's okay, fine. I will keep the child provided you do 1, 2, 3, 4.
So at that point you were considering abortion.
I was. I won't lie. I won't be in good Samaritan. I was. But because it was a conversation of two adults who were willing to take either decision that was taken by the other person, you know, but luckily the other one won over mine. Yeah.
When Abastana, you mentioned indaba was emotional. Impact kanjani emotional indaba ye-abortion?
you can suffer depression after abortion.
Okay.
Phela
Kuwukuthi
this thing-
mhlambe nawe bongamfuni lo mntwana.
yeah, kuyadependa. Phela you kill the soul. Singasho kanjalo, you kill the soul. And mawunonembeza lento le izobudla ukuthi you kill the soul. Uzophila kanjani every day uyazi ukuthi like there's someone that you killed, and for what reasons? I mean, like you had sex, you knew ukuthi mawuhave sex uzoyenza umntwana, and then you kill a soul. This will affect emotionally as an individual. If unonembeza.
Well, there are people who don't care, bro. They just do it.
Hence I
in
said,
micros.
if
Delete, delete.
if
Yeah, maybe some
unonembeza,
it's
Batsimbisela ku God.
yeah, throw it to God.
Yeah.
Back to send.
So ubona ngathi thina ama-outs asikho that much affected.
You guys are not affected even through pregnancy. You're not affected.
Why do you say so?
You are not, because you might be affected with mental adjustments, because mentally we have to prepare. Now I have to work twice as harder. You know, you're only affected by responsibilities, but with a woman, it changes your whole body structure. It changes your whole emotional stability. It affects you like all round, even health-wise, you get affected majorly. So guys are not affected when it comes to pregnancy, except for finance. Yeah, finance is mentally, yes, like mental adjustments. It's okay, now I'm living to support this person. It's just, yeah.
Kanjani because it affects
Yeah,
us
but
ngoba
we can
nabo
chill all these
bapress lawo
things.
ma-hormones I'm sure it's
Build up after.
ufuna imilotha ngapha ufuna chocolate ne-ice cream nebhans
But how are you affected there?
uzifuna kimi lezi zinto.
How are you affected there? That's what I want to
I'm
understand.
affected mentally because now I have to be ready for those kind of emotions. How do I handle you? Mawulawo ma-moods, you understand? Because we're in this together. When I saw ukuthi lento uyithethe physical, but now I'm expecting even the anxiety ukuthi lo mntwana, how will the child uzophuma kanjani, and will I be able to provide for lo mntwana as ngipromise, you understand?
That's why I'm saying mental adjustments. It's those things.
Yeah, but we
Mental-
can't physically because ayikho into esinayo. Isisu sidini.
Yeah.
Mhlambe
Well,
ngabe
it is what it is.
4.5 months ngapha, 4.5 months ngapha, at least. But you understand, inkinga iba buhlungu nje mangabe banishiya nitrack kanjalo
I would kill that motherfucker with my own hands. I'm joking. No, bruh, listen to me. If you are gonna engage in sexual intercourse or just coitus, if you're gonna have coitus and you say that you don't want to eat economy glimaza or inside, better have a strong pull-out game. Or no, when I'm pregnant, you're not gonna put it through that trauma of abortion. You know, I don't know how abortion feels like. I just know how miscarriage feels like. Maybe it's one thing and similar, but that alone is trauma. So you better know which I'm gonna stand up for it. If it happens that she gets pregnant.
Legally, la eMzansi, age abort.
I don't know. I've never done research, but I think no. Last was the 12 years did it change?
12 years.
12 years,
Wena ngathi ukhuluma ngale heavy sex.
No. Yeah, abortion.
Because
Yeah, abortion.
with
Where's my phone? Let's do research. But I think it was from 12, from conception age.
and then
If you can conceive, then you are allowed to have an abortion.
but uzodinga like umzali.
yeah, a consent of some sort.
So abantwana nje ba allowed ukungena manje esibhedlela ayo abort or kumele kube nabe bethe.
Nge-supervision yomzali.
Yeah, I think there must be concern somewhere, but as if you can conceive, then you're allowed to have an abortion.
iBhayibheli lithini ngeabortion?
Don't ask me about that.
I shall not kill.
Basha
I'm not a fan of Jesus. I'm not a fan of that crew, of the Bible crew. Like the Bible has so many contradictions. I'm not a fan.
No, I'm not before. Just asking.
If I believe, it's
So good wrong.
I base age now.
does it? But I think if you can conceive, then you are allowed to have an abortion. Because there was a time, I think Thunberg was still president or someone else, I don't know. But they were arguing with why would they allow kids who are like 12 years old to have an abortion. I think from 12, if you can conceive, then you can abort.
Yeah,
So-
if you can conceive, you can abort.
Because
But
exactly.
I think up to, if not 18, 21, uzodinga umzali. Before that age, uzodinga umzali. But-
Yeah, they need a
Yeah.
parent
And
consent.
then,
But now there's backdoor, so these kids do it
Yeah.
anyway.
Into kanjani?
Nigeria, lama-
Illegal abortion clinics.
Oh yeah. Siyahlala siwabona lapho. Sure khona nalabo.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, unfortunately.
Mara ngithole kanzima yazo females guys.
Yeah, so I just think that if you want to make the conscious choice of aborting, go for it. Only you know your reasons, but also next time just be responsible enough to know that when you have sex without a condom, there's a child coming, guys. Let's just learn to be responsible. If you don't want a child, contraceptives there for free. Condoms, aborts everywhere. I think Namakula Sarah things. I saw them.
For free.
There's free condoms, there's that. Guys, also, you can't let you know, me, I don't like a condom. If you don't like a condom, you better buy morning after pills that are like.
Mara ama-straight amnandi.
Yeah, again, taking
Can't
contraceptives.
We can't deny that, guys. We cannot deny that.
Yeah, straight are
Meat
nice.
is nice, but meat has consequences.
Yeah.
And then safunda ukuphilisa sama-prevention and
Well, that's fact. Prevent contraceptives as well, guys. They're very dangerous on there because they can cause women to have cysts or other things that are conceived. So it's very
And one side effect of contraceptive are basically breast cancer.
exactly and ovary and womb cancer. I think they got a lot of disadvantages.
so kusho ukuthi thina lento emele sebenzisa ikondom.
Nje,
The plastic way.
Nyama.
nje. The plastic way, because vele ama-contraceptive anama-side effects amaningi. Sometimes abanye benza baye kuma-periods, yeah, isikhathi eside. Sometimes yenza headache. Sometimes inamalonga.
Ngize ngathi nathi ama-out sesinawo.
Ama-contraceptives,
Yeah, corner. They've introduced male contraceptives, so I don't know how available they are now. But as a
All the
guy,
education, yeah.
Oh, khumbunayo.
Phela
yeah.
thina ngeke ngeke
But as a
siwuthole.
guy, I just feel like if you don't want to have a child, go for vasectomy, guys. It's reversible.
Oh,
It's but you are sitting here telling me that women must use contraceptives. But we say, for you to use vasectomy.
hayi, sekuthiwa.
You guys are double standards this thing.
No phela
It's
uwo ongafuni ukubreka.
reversible.
Thina kunankinga uma ungabreka ngigrand ngikhona.
Yeah,
Mara
only
uwo
you,
ongafuni
but there are
ukubreka. So
guys
wena
who
mele
just-
uziprotecta.
There are guys who would literally stand there and be like, I'm not ready for a child, but yet you didn't pull out. Yet you say you don't want to condom.
But akafuni umntwana.
That's emotionally taxing for other people.
So it's a
You see, the goal for vasectomy is reversible. I don't say you're not going to give birth ever again. It's reversible, this thing. Stop preaching to women that they must use contraceptives if you're not going to use your own contraceptive.
It's fair.
Yeah, let it be a nigga kind of game, bro.
kule life yamanje abantu ba-heavy sex kanje.
Sex is nice. Sex is nice.
Yeah, it's hard sex.
Mina, guys, you don't might as well advertise. I love sex, bro.
Sex is the thing.
Sex for me is beneficial, both health-wise, spiritually. Sex is nice. Very nice.
Beneficial, spiritual. Mara nithi ama-sexual ties.
It does,
Maureen,
but that's where
spiritual ties,
discernment
what?
comes in. You must know who you have sex with and how you have sex and what do you do after having sex.
What are we supposed to do?
You cleanse yourself. You cleanse.
How?
Yes.
Kanjani?
Guys, how many
Ulas. Amanje alikwenzela kumele ngiye enyameni.
How? I was doing this is cleansing. How?
But there's
This one.
cleansing rituals, guys. You cleanse, guys. And also, you don't have sex with every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah.
Why?
Siphathe kahle.
Yeah.
I know she's speaking the truth. I know about
A prayer.
Prayer. After having sex.
Is it?
You pray and you say, whenever you pray to,
Cleanse my soul.
yeah, you can say that, cleanse my soul, and then you can say,
A prayer, low key.
yes,
But sex before marriage, it's
you
a
mention
sin.
that you
How is sex before marriage is sin?
According to the Bible. According to the Bible.
How she
Wait,
loves Jesus, she doesn't subscribe
was
to
Mary married when she had Jesus?
I don't know.
Mentioned that to get rid of the negative energy I may have obtained while having intimacy.
Oh, spiritual
Someone's name,
affirmations.
and then
You mentioned the
you
name.
must mention the name. So you get rid of every negative energy.
Y'all guys are having it easy, bruh. All I know is it's not easy to remove ties. It's not easy to even cleanse yourself of someone's energy, because energy, when you have sex, it gets intertwined with your DNA. So I don't understand how
Yeah.
this is.
Ah, yeah.
What's in it? Yes,
do you
it's
mean,
a sign with the DNA.
What do you mean?
Ah,
If I have sex, we're exchanging energies.
so in my DNA.
DNA. Sesikhuluma ngama-chromosome.
Sesikhuluma la abangasebenzisi condom. It's your sperm that comes inside of me.
That creates a soul.
Yes. Then there's energy that penetrates through a condom. That's your exchange. That's a tie.
So how
But
do
then how
you
do
get
you
rid
cleanse
of
yourself?
your Recently, what can I
It's
do?
unnecessary. Recently, there's herbs that I use to steam. You steam.
Herbs and then like you. Herbs like you.
Yeah, there's yoni herbs as well that you use to steam. And there's spiritual other herbs or e-wash, whatever that you can use to cleanse.
12
Yeah, that is very good as well.
ngenza ngifake emanzini
Yeah, if I'm using it against,
ngiyakhulumisa amanzi.
yeah. Depends. Guys, I'm not really talking. But yeah, there's processes and rituals that are done to cleanse soul ties.
Nice. Okay, no, it was a nice informative one because we have a topic here.
Which one? Are we talking about cuddles?
Cuddles, no, we'll talk about that later.
When I'm in the phone.
Me, I want cuddles, guys.
Phone.
It's a
Can't you
good
call
idea.
someone?
I want cuddles.
Phone.
How much you got?
Oh, my phone. Ngabukhuthula ngabukhoxa.
It's mine.
Ngikufakela yini? Ufuna sikhulume ngendaba yokuposta kwabobheki.
Ababhekile baphosa
Abaposta ukuthi abasupport.
Why you must support you? While when you can buy yourself a cologne, you can buy yourself alcohol. What makes you not to support your child? If you can do those things for yourself, why are you so selfish in that way that you cannot take care of your own child? If was God don't you think that the person that you're brought into this earth needs those things as well?
Don't you think mhlambe nami ngithe ngifuna Porsche? But try.
Fuck out of here, dude. I'm gonna say this again. If you have sex, you don't use a condom.
Shange close up.
Alright? Please. If you're gonna have sex without a condom, you better know that someone's gonna get fucking pregnant. And when they're pregnant, you need to be responsible for that child, okay? Don't give us excuses. So, if when I was as a parent, probably they don't have toiletries, they don't have clothes, they don't have food, they need education.
Mara baby mama nabo sometimes ba exaggerate.
How are they exaggerating?
Ufuna more, ufuna whatever lenta ifunayo.
Well, I'm not talking about selfish bitches. I'm talking about a responsible mother who knows you need to share responsibilities.
And realistically speaking, if in an hour we have a child, and then when now you told me that you don't want a child, you want me to have an abortion. Because you should have from the concept that I was done. I need to use the responsibility.
It's pointless for me in terms of when you answer.
Okay, but okay,
you
fine.
told me to keep the baby. Now the
guys
baby
are
is
wrong.
here. Many kitchen is for my school fees.
The guys are wrong. I'm not supporting. But is it right to see your post on social media?
Because that's where we keep.
I don't agree with that part. I don't. Mina, I don't. For the fact that I have a child, I must respect my child's image, number one. If he was on post, I would say, hey, Baba was fine, buddy. I will support. First of all, no, then I look, I will support. I must protect my child's image as well. It's not just about me. It's not just about ego. I must be responsible enough to say, try avenues, no matter the family, go to his family if he needs me. If they don't comply, then take that responsibility solely. Protect your child, guys. It's not just about you. If I have this thing of saying, if you, once I give birth to a human being, it's no longer about me now, okay? But now I share dignity with somebody. I have to protect that somebody. So imagine me same post on social media and say, yeah, ubaba kasibani akasupport. Ayibo guys, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't honestly. Maybe I was built different.
Wena wayivumelana nayo.
ngoba kula abantu bambona khona ngisho akasupport
So-
umntana kanje
Okay, fine.
angisho akaka
So postile bese still akasupport
at least never
Still akasupport them.
bazosho ukuthi no
Is this thing about popularity?
akasupport umntwana
Alright, guys.
Ukwenzela ama likes.
I mean, I'm just saying, respect yourself as a mother. Respect your child, right? If you're going to no Pumba, right? Pumba must know that I'm responsible. And if I'm not responsible, I can easily pick up my phone and say, yo, dude, Gandhi.
Or call my mom,
Or
or
call
my
the mother
uncle,
or the
yeah,
uncle.
yeah.
There's always a way. Social media, are you that desperate? Alright.
maybe unamali
I
unamali
bet.
support umntwana
When we are parents, we share responsibility. It's not solely his responsibility to take care of our child. You get me? If you are normally, go get a job, go do something, go get money somehow. Are you that desperate, guys, to go to social media? I don't know. But I don't agree with the social media thing. It's just
So wena usingamana ku-maintenance.
it's
Maintenance course.
that as well. Go to maintenance court.
but does it help maintaining
There are guys, there are girls who are getting money from the maintenance court. It does help. It comes through for you.
Yeah, mara maintenance ngathi iya ngokuthi nami ngiyafuna.
That's exactly
If it's
because they
200,
understand which now you have a life.
It's not, and then the way I understand it manje, if wena uzongifaka ukuthi nami ngisupporta then lento oyishoyo you must contribute 50-50.
But
If
let's
uthi
say
mina
I'm
kumele
not
ngisupport
working.
umntwana,
Yeah,
then maybe
mama-
uyosebenza
mama s-
nawe.
no, they don't give you that. They go through files, but check this, what's the reason why you're not working. You've been applying, you're not getting employment, fine. Then the father, they see is how much do you afford. They calculate some expenses working in young, and then they see how much they can deduct from his salary. That's how they do it.
Who determines?
The court
The
of
court.
law. Yeah, the court has access to your private, your personal accounts. They have your debts, they have access to that. So those are the things that they look into.
chetimana bomashonisa ayibali
Bafethu support that and kumele discuss this.
Kumelanga uze kuye ku-maintenance.
Exactly. Mina, I for one, I would never take a dude to maintenance. Noma ngathiwa ngibroke kanjani. I'd never. Angikwazi ukuncenga indoda ngaleyo ndlela leyo. I can't give you that piece of it. I'm not gonna beg.
And then at least ukhuluma from experience because you've got kids.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beg nobody. My baby daddy
Wena ukuthi
knows.
awukabi nomntwana.
But my baby daddy knows, bruh. If you didn't come through for what you were supposed to do, I'm not gonna call you twice. I will tell you once it's your with the child or your son or your boys need this. If you feel like you can't come through, it's not my job to. I'm not gonna beg a man for shit. Never.
And if nakhona uyakufonela ukutshela ukuthi I can't do it, anginayo.
Why can't you? If you said.
Hawu anginayo imali yokwenza
I,
leyo nto leyo.
no. I know for a fact that that guy has money. I know for a fact that he has money, but I'm not gonna beg a motherfucker for shit. Angeke baba. If wona kahle na uphumeleli, well that's your business. And get down.
Noma ngabe uhlala 3 years manje angasasupporta.
I'm getting down.
Road
At the
post.
end of the day, guys, it's your child. You played a part for that child to be there. Angimangijimisana court. I got better things to do with it. Senye court, if you're not wena, ukuthi support umntanakho, I shall beat it. It's not gonna
Makes
happen.
sense. You're convinced.
It's not gonna happen.
Wafuna umntwana wena? Ever.
ayimali
Oh, but ngishadile. Why ungumfuna umntwana?
ngifuna
Sometimes
ukusebenzisa
Shakweni, what if they leave you?
What is?
ngiyaqala but now I'm not ready
Yeah, I'm sure they're at the end of the day. So I think for me, it's useless for me for a person to say, I want a child, a straight family. Guys, those things come and go. Well, lucky are those who can keep it, but they come and go.
I feel like you can just have a child mase ready for
When you're ready, yes.
because
Uma
man
ngabe ushado or
ngapha iblash ngapha ngubani
uyaphila abantwana. So kana 8 years
How
old.
guys, already.
yeah but I can't for now I can't
I think feminism has ruined a woman's purpose in this life.
Really? Feminism. Why?
No, we have women. I mean, the sole purpose of a woman is to give birth, right? The sole purpose of a man is to love, profess, provide, right? Women give birth, we nurture, we shield. That's our sole purpose. I'm still old school like that. I don't have this thing of saying it's a person's choice not to have a child. Then why do we have a fucking rule? I think feminism has taken a lot of.
Labogogo bezilwana abantwana bayi-10.
I don't care how
And
many
they
kids
bebangekho
society have,
mara manje
but
kushira bafuna ukuzala.
mara nakhona kumele ubheke ukuthi uzalela abantu because yabo manje
Very
ngeke ngizale umuntu ekumele ngimgijimisa kuma-social media futhi ukuthi asapote umntwana.
but that thing as well. People don't choose the course across social media. I need to take a salary guys are liars, guys. Guys will put this in front of people.
kanjani. Akhohle ukuthi sambo poster.
No, when you are in a relationship, that's what I'm talking about. You can't just say ukuthi kumele ubheke ukuthi uzayela bani. Omunye umuntu ayakubonisa their true nature until you guys separate.
Until niba kuleyo situation.
Yeah, until you are in a situation. So to say you must be careful with uzayela bani is a different story. Finally, ukuthi bashing girls for having kids with different guys. You don't choose. I doubt what they sit there and choose with I want to have kids with different guys. Situations happen. Masculine relationship is easy to make a decision to say we are having a child, but we're going to separate. So I'm going to meet another person who's going to have another child. So I must deprive him because I don't want kids with different guys. That's another societal stupidity.
But I think when you do ukuthi ama-parents wethu bashada.
That's not our business. We are in this generation
thina
now.
kule yethu
We are
sigaba
dealing,
masigaba.
yeah, we are dealing with different issues now. So that's a societal stupidity. That's what I'm saying.
So saying that kusho ukuthi nje siyoba ama-steps sibaningi.
Sibaningi, yes.
Sibhekene
I
noku-step
for one,
nje, like-
I don't want a guy who doesn't have a child.
Really?
I don't. Are you fully guy when I'm done?
Why?
I'm a parent. I don't want you coming here expecting me to be 100% available for you. Whereas I have kids to take care of. I have a career. I have a business to run. You understand? So you can't expect me to be fully 100%. I need a person who understands family dynamics. You may not have a child, fine, but understand family dynamics. What if I don't want to have kids anymore and you want a child? Get me. I can't be your first baby mom. I don't want that. It's texting.
Very hard.
And I don't want to die as a child.
Awufuna ukugaya nomntwana.
But it's
Ngoba
not
nawe
family-
unomntwana.
Yeah.
Ufuna kuba ama-first mate.
Yeah, because angeke
So what
ngi-understand.
if-
But uyamthola.
Maybe uyi-one ke
Uyamthola so far unganamntwana.
yeah bakhona sama-types wami
Kuphi?
bakhona
Unless
Sama
ama-Islamist.
types wakho.
engiwatholayo kusema-types wami mara
Abangana
bakhona
abantwana.
yeah. Eish, kunzima.
Life is tricky.
So what if you fall in love nogaya nomntwana?
It's fine.
I had fallen in love with a guy who doesn't have a child. It was very demanding because he still had this image of I want a child and I didn't want a child. So
Wena
it's,
bowuzwile maternity ward.
no, I'm sorry. I mean, I still want a child, but not now. I want to have my last kid, I think, at like 35. I made a conscious decision with it. By the age of 30, after the age of 30, I don't want to have more than 2 kids.
Okay.
So I want to have kids before 30 because I'm still healthy. I can still pop. Because first of all, I hate hospitals. I prefer natural birth and yeah. So it's very challenging to have one time, but told you dynamics are very different.
Mina ngikholwa.
Serious.
Inhliziyo ayiphakelwa.
Inhliziyo
Ufika
ayiphakelwa.
bokuphela.
Mina, I'm saying this, I've been in that situation.
Yeah, mara
And
phela
for
you
peace
saying
sake-
awusayifuni should imagine.
Yeah, and for peace sake, I was like, you know what, go your way and I go my way because I cannot cater for what you need now.
Ngabe ufike masona 35 bengizokhuluma.
Yeah, but to him it was like, yeah, now I'm ready. I want to have a child now. It was not a thing of the future. It was like, no, it's not going to work.
Ubuyaphi yena sekafika sekafuna umntwana nje sisuka nje.
You know what? You know what guys do, ne? They look at you and how you conduct your household. I'm talking as an independent person. How you conduct your life, you're driven, you're fluent, you can do this, you can do that. You have kids, but you can still manage this life thing. Hi, this one, I want to cover, I want to have a baby with you because I see those things. But totally for me, it doesn't work. You know, I still have my plans.
Mara most guys asibafuna ukuthi abantwana.
Is it?
We consider maybe now.
Well,
Most guys.
well, tough. I mean, I've had men who are willing to step up to those positions to say, I want to
Bafuna
make
ukuthi
it
boys
kids.
ukuthi men.
Yeah, men. I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference.
How many kids do you have? 3
Yeah,
boys.
boys are
Oh, first born nangati.
9 now.
Yo, yabo ukuthi lo muntu bayireni. Mase nina 6 years nijola, hey labafana bazobe bawa madoda.
No, you discipline your kids.
And you're not in a relationship currently. Okay, no comment.
Guys, I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah?
I'm not in a
Or
relationship.
that's all to funa makati.
Oh,
But if we're
I have
relationship,
volunteers. I know that I can pick up my phone now and I'll have partners.
yes, sir.
I respect you for that.
Yes, sir. I know. September, I'm
But I'm not in any commitment thing happening.
Oh, things for myself.
Big. One
So, sir.
thing. Yeah, really.
It's a podcast, though. I think it's heavy down. It's a podcast, angalasenza noma inspemi intsangu. Kuze again, nengudu singayibuza. Asinankinga nta.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just that. Some men would look at you and I know guys who have observed my life, right? And then they look at me, they're like, yeah, you're the type of person I want to be with. There are actually men who want, I don't want to say boys because it's different. I think there's a level to this thing. You know?
So it's men who can only step up to that position.
Yeah, a grown-up person with matured head who knows what they want.
And they probably know about that.
That's why I'm saying I don't want a guy who doesn't have kids or a kid. I don't.
Because unganabantwana ngeke ayimele.
Why does I mean?
Le yokuthi uyamtshela ukuthi wena uyofuna umntwana mase unamntwana nini?
Oh, that.
Because you have kids. Angeke.
Yeah, chances are I don't want to even have a kid anymore.
Uyangena vele lapha.
Yeah. So that's why I need to release a person. Oh, is it? So it's better if I release a person to say, okay, go get your own Mary, Joseph, because I'm not your Mary. I mean, I've learned not to detach, to attach myself so much to relationships. I think that's what makes it easier, even in decisions, to say, okay, fine, go, and go.
So awenzi life yakho ibe relations.
It can't. It can't. It cannot be like that. Or else it's just phela mase decide
Yeah,
join.
uchiya phansi.
Hayi, yeah.
Uzihenge.
Can't.
There's more to life.
So wena uthi uyayithola ama-outsana anabantwana akhohlwa.
Ngiyawathola mara kusema types wami.
Zengisho lo
So
vele
eventually
yakho
you're gonna be
uzoyithola.
a stepbrother.
Yeah, eventually.
Everyone is gonna be a step parent.
Yeah?
Step by step, darling one.
One.
Yeah.
Inhliziyo ayiphakela.
I know. Hey.
Inhliziyo ayiphakela.
Differences, guys.
Mina ngithi ningazilimithi futhi.
I could say as limit.
It's not a limit,
I could say
guys.
as
It's
limit.
not a
It's just
limit.
that izinto esizifunayo for thina mara inhliziyo ayiphakela ngisho. Mase kufikile lokho kufikile kumele.
I mean, I'm not limiting myself. If you are willing to step up like that, because I'm not at the age where I just want to mingle. Dollar for mingle. I think
Totally
I've done
fun.
that enough. I'm not at the age when you're trying to fun. We must date with a purpose. You understand? That's where I am now. If you are here to explore and see where this thing goes, let's go with the flow. I'm too old to go with
For
the
Rama
flow.
vibes.
I'm too. Vibes count. We got a vibe. So we got a vibe. I'm in a relationship with all right guys.
Relationship engingabhora.
Yeah, I mean, we must be able. If I can't roast you, then we get a
Ngene.
problem.
Sure wena masitsana.
Mara ngibona ngijabulela
Mira, Jabula, yeah, it's a preference as well.
Ngiyasenza.
Umthando ukuthi sikhuluma ngamagama.
okay, guys. I think it's fine for today.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Abasengiyakhokhela ngabiyashona.
Awubona abagudulayo.
Or we can speak on.
Yeah, we can still go on. We still go.
Still 1 hour.
Yeah, we see.
We still have an hour.
No, it's 1 hour, man.
Yeah, we on.
Oh, we are 1 hour.
But it's fine.
Singayirepha masithanda. Singayithuleka masithanda.
Yeah, but organize me some cuddles, guys.
Mara
Would you,
uthe
date,
ungafuni.
wait, would you date a guy who doesn't know how to cuddle?
No, never. Never. A guy who doesn't know how to
Umbona
cuddle.
kanjani
I would
ugayi
never-
ukuthi
No,
abazi?
first time we're together, I mean,
Umbona kanjani?
you can tell by how a hug.
A
I always
hug.
say a hug will tell you how it's gonna be intimate.
Manje what if ngithi
Ukumba
ngiyahlonipha
is a good
ngishange
card,
hug
Hashem.
yesonto?
Yeah, guys.
Ukumba.
You hug your son, those three.
We're meeting for the first time. I'm hugging you for the
Your
first time.
hug must have a meaning.
Kwamele kukhonise.
Your hug must tell me, are we going forward or not?
Mara most of the time
I
thina
would
ma
never
guys
get a
vele
bad
siyakwazi
kisser
ukukhatha.
or a bad cuddler.
Yeah.
Of course vele how. It's pure. Look at broad shoulders.
Yabo, hayi manje umuntu angakwazi ukukhadela
Imagine, it's a problem. Me, I would.
yazi kuyabhora uhlale ish hayi mana.
Or a back kisser. Umuntu ozovela play stare nje.
Obvious lapho uyabaleka.
Yeah, mara nama cuddles are important.
Cuddles are important. I mean, I want to be in a relationship where I can just call my man and be like, you know what, let's take a nap together. Let's cuddle and take a nap. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
some
but-
guys
Nap
can't
dates are
cuddle.
very
Umuntu
vital,
just
guys.
because uthe kanje say guys no.
I like it, even
Icuddle mele
they
ube
can't even
comfortable.
hold.
Ish hayi
They
guys
can't
no.
hold.
Ufuna ukuba wantwana umuntu akubambe kanje njengomntwana.
Yes.
When you are sick, you want me to baby you, right? Exactly. Also, I cannot date a guy who cannot stand me when I'm on my period
Yeah.
because that's where I'm needed the most.
Uyatefa.
Yo, ngapha unidi ngapha umuntu akakwazi ukukhadila ngapha kuma periods.
Mara
Disaster.
man kuma periods phela nani yeye understanding.
Yeah, it's because it's a mental thing. It's taxing.
Because manje uyafuna manje afuni anamzazi.
Not text.
So yabo kuthi kuma period awukhona
You
ukukhadila
can't
kuma
cuddle
periods
up
awukwazi
and not even
ukukhadila.
a kiss.
Yo,
Who I?
turn off. Ayiphele.
I guess every guy that I would want to date is a guy who has that nurturing side, who has that feminine, you know. Yeah.
Mfano soft.
Yeah, not all soft, but just be manly, but also have that
No
nurturing
sengisho
side.
maka
Yeah.
bamba or abe
It's,
soft.
let me be able to, like, you know what? let me
Yeah,
have-
chubby
I'm
guys
sorry.
are chubby guys worldwide.
Chubby guys will
Yeah.
go.
Ah, ngikubekula ke.
What?
Chubby guys.
Chubby guys.
What? No, that's yes, they are.
Oh,
Mara vele akwazi
ngiyakela.
nokukabuza kuphela kusema cuddles kuphela.
Ngiyakela chubby guys.
Nokukabuza nokukhadela nakho konke.
There are chubby guys who cannot cuddle, guys.
And yeah,
And
just
skinny
because
guys
it
who
does-
can cuddle.
Yes,
Yes.
it doesn't have to do with your weight or your what.
someone just
You either
because
can or cannot do this
nje
thing.
avela athi
Kufana nalo kanti.
hayi
It's just like sex. You
Lenda
either
usidudla,
can,
kuya
you either
ngokuthi
can or cannot handle it.
Namhlanje vele ngathi
If you can't handle, you can't handle, bruh.
yeah
I don't have. I'm not
You
even
can have-
like, yeah, you need to be this size or what. Hey guys, if you can handle, you can handle.
so
You can have umzimba
two rounds
omuhle.
matter to you guys.
Fuck, they do, yes. Oh, yes, they do.
I don't think they matter to me.
They don't
What?
Satisfaction.
My God.
Rounds.
Rounds don't matter.
Because,
Uthini
first
tsalela?
of all,
Uthini tsalela?
If I'm satisfied,
You're rounded
and,
up.
like guys, I feel like sex is not about yo. Since I got 15, since I got 15, I'm be satisfied. What's the point?
bruh, some of us take time to fucking orgasm, okay?
I think maybe lab. At the end of the day, no matter after 15 rounds, at the end of the day, it's an orgasm. and
Who the
then
hell does 15
satisfaction.
rounds, first of
It's
all?
an example. But on my side,
Okay. So when again, what's your you one round?
once
right?
I orgasm, guys, umuntu wami naye ayisi right.
Naye
But if
one.
you if usafuna, it's fine. But if ni right,
Guys, I guess there's a difference. There's coming, right? Which is like ejaculating and then there's orgasm.